Me first?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's just about competing with heart and, realizing that it doesn't matter if you're down early. Just keep going. Keep bringing it. Like I said, wrestling with honor, wrestling with my value not being tied with the outcome, winning or losing, but being tied to how hard I compete and, if I keep giving it my all. And I think that is hopefully apparent that when I do wrestle, I put it all out there and I wrestle with my entire heart.
Okay, please remember, if you've got a question, let us get a mic to you and give us your name and your affiliation. Let's go over here first.
Cole Stoya, Big Ten Network. Congrats.
Thank you.
I know you just got done wrestling just less than 3 minutes ago, but after the whistle blows, what's going on? After the whistle blows, what's going on in your mind?
Yeah, honestly, it's a recap of did I wrestle with as much effort and heart that I could, and then it's also about, okay, how do I get better? What can I improve on? We're gonna blink, and tomorrow is gonna be done, and they're gonna be talking about next year and who's gonna win again or who's gonna win next year, and I'm gonna be getting ready for the Olympic team trials. So it's like just keep getting better, keep enjoying it, not having my value tied to winning or losing.
Okay, let's go on the front row here on the right.
Dominic Kimball, Nittany Sports Now. Mitchell, it's your third victory against Caliendo this season. What's been the key to success against such a tough wrestler like he is?
Like I said, just keep wrestling. He's a fun guy to wrestle against, and I really do appreciate him. Not for winning or losing or anything like that. I appreciate, us being able to battle and get to have fun, and do it in front of lots and lots of people. We are kind of like gladiators, We did it at his place, tons and tons of people. Did it at Big Ten, tons and tons of people, and then here, even more. And so it's like we're kind of modern day gladiators, and so it's a little fun like that.
Question over here on the left.
Ryan Holmes, Internet. Mitchell, you've had a ton of pressure on you with just people talking about how much they were expecting from you this entire year. Your teammate Levi was just in here talking about the pressure that he had on him. Did you feel some of that same thing to succeed? And if not, how did you deal with it?
I think, like I said, you just keeping in mind what's controllable, and that's just being the best wrestler that I can be. And I know I, just keep saying it, but that's really important. And I think the other thing, there's two things. It's depression and anxiety can't exist with gratitude. Okay, so when you're grateful, I've been here since I was a little kid in a car seat, a little baby. And so ever since I can remembering things in my life, which isn't that long time ago, but a little more than a decade now, I remember I want to go there. I want to go to Penn State. And so it's very, it's funny, Aaron will be looking at me, Brooks, or Greg will be looking at me getting ready, and I'll make this noise because I look down and I realize Penn State is on my chest and I get to wrestle for Penn State. So that, is the reason that I can stay grounded and not really highs and lows and pressures and stuff like that,
Okay, let's go in the front row here.
Andy Elder, Lewistown Sentinel. Mitchell, you've talked a lot about the journey and about getting better along that journey, but I would assume there have to be milestones to measure that improvement. Was this one of the milestones you envisioned when you committed to Penn State and started down the journey in Happy Valley?
I don't know. It's more of I've never been it's just because they win. It's Penn State, that is. It's because of how they go out there, winning or losing, and they go out there and bring it. And that's what I've always, since I can remember even wrestling, it was go out there, and my dad would say, performance, that matters. It's not about winning or losing. I care less. And so me, if I go out there and win stalling, I don't want that. I want to go out and that means I lose because I go out there and shoot, so be it. But yeah, so that's, the journey and all the things. Honestly, going to Penn State, I know that's the best place that I can be to be the best wrestler that I can be. And that's more of the milestones.
We're going to go over here on the front row on the left.
Mitchell Mesenbrink for win. You talk about that you always wanted to wrestle for Penn State, but to be honest, you didn't start your career there. I've always been trying to understand, well, how did that happen that you went out west first and then you went east?
Yeah, it was just the opportunity that presented itself at presented itself at the time. Grateful for the opportunities and the opportunity that it happened, and I got to learn from it and become better, not just wrestler, but a better man and a better human, and continue to flourish, because I keep saying stuff about value, right? My value's not tied into winning or losing. It's about becoming a better human every day when I go to class, when I go and treat people and see people and open up doors for people. Like, that's where the value is, right? So, going out west is just the opportunity that presented itself at the time, and now we're here, and I've been here for almost 9 months now, and I freaking love it. It's great.
Okay, let's go over here on the left.
A lot of people talk about your pace and how you push pace, and ultimately how your pace is what pushes you to wins. And we saw your pace really come back in the Big Ten finals. Where does that come from? What does your training look like to keep up so much movement and so much forward pressure?
It's honestly a big theme here that I keep talking about is not being too set on winning or losing, and so that's a big part in practice as well, right? So the way I wrestle, there's no on switch. Like, in practice, you got to be wrestling like that. You got to view life like that. You got to be living at a vibration and an energy and an enthusiasm that's pretty either at or over 100, And so that's kind of just how I look at life, and whether it's meeting someone for the first time, I'm going to give them my full utmost self. When I'm in wrestling, in practice, it's not like, being a jerk and not letting the guy win or do his moves. It's just, bringing it, getting the cardio. It was funny the other day, I felt my heart rate and I was like, holy cow, like, I think I do have like a heart rate of like kind of a long distance runner. I kind of look like it. I'm long, lanky. But I do think that's, the ability to just be able to go and go and go and go. I can wrestle forever, I feel like. Good.
Anything else for Mitchell? Okay.
Thank you guys.